Hello. So today I'm going to be talking about A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Um, just to start, I tried to read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is by the same author, and I like the concept of it, couldn't quite get into it, but before I had started trying to read that one, I was already reading this one, and I really liked this one, so I was like, maybe I'll go back to that one later. But um, for A Darker Shade of Magic, what drew me to it was the covers. They just have such pretty covers that I love them. I wanted to have them. And so I decided to start reading them. They're on Kindle Unlimited as well. So if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read them for free. I read the first book so far, and I really enjoy Lila as a character. I think she's my favorite. She's just a very strong character who knows what she wants. She goes after what she wants, and she doesn't really take no for an answer. She she's very strong-headed and just even in places that she's not familiar with, in places where it could be dangerous for outsiders, she's going to find a way, you know? Um, I think I also like Kel as a character. He wasn't like my favorite character, but you do get a lot of his motivations, and I do feel like he was a deep character still. Like he had a lot of he wasn't just one thing, he has a lot of conflict as a person, for his family and where he stands with his family, with his people, with the different Londons that he's constantly traveling between. Um, he, he just kind of wants there to be like somewhere that he actually fits in without really having to mold himself into it. And Lila just kind of is someone who forces herself in places, um, and doesn't ask questions. That's it. She makes space for herself. And I think he really admires that about her. As the book, they kind of grow closer and they realize that, it comes in contact with a magic stone that seems to have endless power, that they can ask it to do something and it does it, um, immediately with seemingly no consequences. And so as they are trying to figure out what to do with the stone, now they're being hunted down because the stone is dangerous. It has so much power. Other Londons want it. And now they have to protect it and or try to destroy it and get rid of it. Um, as the magic, there's a point kind of in the beginning to the middle, I guess, that made me a little bit anxious because as they're figuring out what the stone is, as they're trying to figure out what to do with it, in the background, there's just all of these sentient magic people coming back to life who they've been killed, but their bodies are now being puppeteered by magic, who just wants to go around and spread magic to all of these people. And so it is going to be a problem. And I just the way that it's described is really kind of just unsettling. So I don't know. I had to take a little bit from that and then come back and finish it. But but I wouldn't say it's a scary book or anything. I don't know, something about that really spoke to me. But overall, I did like the book. I did really enjoy it. But I think I would give it just 3 stars because it just took me so long to get through it. I felt you know, personally didn't feel any of the urgency that was happening in the book. So it took me quite a while. This was something I read in between reading other things and just kind of kept coming back to. And eventually I was like, okay, I'm really close to the end. I'll just finish this one and then start a new one. Um, so it wasn't my favorite book that I've read lately, but I did enjoy it enough to read the next book in the series. Um, because I'm just very curious where it goes because the first book ends and it seems like it ends there is nowhere for it to really go in my mind unless I'm missing something that they defeated the big bad. There's like, they have gone their separate ways. So like, I don't know. I'm curious as to what else is there left to happen. But I think the magic might come back, and then, they have to like group together again. And this time there'll be more of them because, like, you know, more people are aware of it going around this time. And so yeah, I'll probably read that in the next couple weeks here. So be looking for a book review for that. But in the meantime, if you've read any of V.E. Schwab's other books, and you have any recommendations, let me know. I'm very interested in reading her books. I think she's very creative and has like, I don't know, she has so many books that seem just very interesting. And so I'm curious as to like what people would recommend me read next based off of this. So yeah, let me know.